Hi everybody, welcome to Crafting by the Bay. My name is JC and today I'm going to share with you my favorite DIY products, so I hope you join me. I'm gonna get my keywords set up and then share this into my free VIP group. That is just a group where I have specials, giveaways, insider information. So if you're not a part of that group, you can type VIP into the comments and I'll send you a private message right here on Facebook with a link to that group. So let me get this set up. I think it is saved. I think it is saved. When you hop on, say hello. Let me know you are there. Let me hop over to, actually, I want to check really quick. This, I saw that sweatshirt or the pattern that we made last week. It was low quantity. And I made a post about it earlier, but I want to see if it's still available. Hi, Anne. How are you? I saw that you started a new job. I hope that is going well. All right, let me see. Hopefully this transfer. There's a couple Peanuts ones that is low stock. And then also, okay, so this one is still available. I saw that is still available. And the Naughty List, what is that one called? Naughty List and Loving It. That one is also low quantity. So if you guys want those, go get them because they are not, excuse me, they are not reordering those. It is going good. Well, yay. All right, I'm gonna hop over to Facebook really quick so I can share this into my free group. Are you guys so happy that it's Friday? I am, you guys, honestly, every day, it doesn't matter anymore. Every day just flows into each other. I never know what day it is anymore. I do like the weekends though. Even though, especially now more than ever, we are hustling every single day, so much more than ever, working all day long, and so every day, and so it's like we never get a break. No, I am not feeling better. I actually think that parasite cleanse, I think, made my diverticulitis like flare up. So I think that is what's been going on. And so yeah, so I think I'm dealing with that. So I'm not. I feel like I'm starting to get better and then something happens. Hi Nora, how are you? Like today has not been a good day again. So I'm just that. Today's keyword is postcard, all one word, postcard. Today's keyword, when you hop on, say hello. I know that I'm not on at a very good time, but you guys, nobody's here. So I'm like, I'm gonna hop on because nobody's here. So that is why I'm here. So I'm gonna show, we are gonna use the postcard. You guys, where did it go? Did it fall on the floor? We're gonna use the postcard transfer. Oh, here it is on the very bottom. So we're gonna use this one. You guys picked this one. I really wanted to be able to do some kind of 3D standing sleigh, but it just did not happen today. But hopefully, maybe soon we can do an MDF 3D like standing sled. We're gonna do something totally different, but I wanted to show you really quick all the new transfers that came out on the 1st. This one is called North Star Pattern. I love it. It's got the big North Star and then all of these really pretty stars on here. This one is Christmas Tree Pattern. So these two are our new sizes. These are 6 by 18. And I love these. You could do continuous patterns, but this one is so cute. This one is Painterly Irreverent. So we've had Painterly Angel, some other ones I can't think off the top of my head. But I love this one because it has 2 different scenes on there. Hi, Karen. So love this one. And then this one is Holiday House Rules. You guys, this one has so many cute different things on here. You could use this so many different ways and you could break it up. Holiday House Rules, catch snowflakes, calories don't count, bake cookies, play in the snow, be merry, believe in magic, enjoy loved ones, plenty of hot cocoa, make memories, warm up by the fire, no peeking. I love it. You can use all of this, bits and pieces. You want the rules? Yeah, I love this one. And remember, all of these, because they're seasonal, like they're not reordering them. So this is what it is. When they sell out, they sell out. I love this one, Peace on Earth. So it's called Holiday Dove. So I love that one. This one, Farmhouse Snowflake. Love it, love it. I love the script on this, Holy Night. I'm assuming that says stars brightly shining under there. So that's Holy Night. And this one is so cute. Santa's Little Helper. This would be cute. They did it on PJs. This would be cute on PJs, t-shirt, onesie, wine bottle, like the wine bottle holder, anything really. I think this one is super cute. And then this one, Welcome. This one is a 12 by 18, and then it has the extra lines right here, so you can attach, like if you want to make this one longer, you can. So they did this one on a welcome mat, and the welcome mats, just so you guys know, that everyone is using for these, or that they used, they've been getting them at Home Depot, and they're the flat, they're like totally flat. They don't have like a really thick, like, they're just flat. And so the transfer goes really well on there, and it works really well. So I'll probably hopefully be getting one of those so I can show you guys. But we are going to use, everyone voted to use this one. Like I said, I wanted to do a 3D sled, but that just did not happen today. Chris literally, not today. Today he did all of his shipping, and he literally started at like maybe 9 this morning, his eBay shipping, and he just left to go to FedEx and the post office maybe like 45 minutes ago. So he has been doing shipping all day for eBay. So I couldn't get a 3D sled made, but the 2 days before that, he was setting up the garage with all of these, like, think like Sam's Club, Costco size, like, shelves to put all of his supplies on. So he's been a little busy. So, but we're going to do this on this, I went in the garage and I'm like, what can I do that's not just a sign? Like, everyone knows, yes, you can just make a sign out of this, put it on a door tag, make a wooden sign, make it look like a postcard. I wanted to try to do something a little bit different. And because this is a postcard, I thought, well, I have this. This came from the Dollar Tree. It's a wooden mail, or well, it's called wooden wall organizer. It was $5 at the Dollar Tree. I did get it a while ago. You guys, I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in forever, and honestly, I don't know if I want to go back because they keep raising the prices and it's a little ridiculous if you ask me. Hi, Linda. Thank you for sprinkling. So this used to be $5. Now it's probably $7, and I probably wouldn't buy it for $7. $5 was a little much, I think, for the dollar store. So I don't know. I sort of think all these new price hikes are going to sort of hurt them more than help them. But anyway, so we're going to paint this, and we're going to paint the whole thing, even the back part. So this is what it looks like. It's got these little organizer things here. We're going to paint it white. So we're going to use Waverly Snow White. Thank you for the stars, Linda. I appreciate it. I'm going to leave the hardware on there because it is so little. I'm going to paint right over it, and then we'll distress it a little bit. But today's keyword is postcard. Postcard is today's keyword. So that peeled off, but it did not peel off everything. Wouldn't you know it? Did everybody have a good Friday? I woke up and I was hoping that I would be 100% better. And wouldn't you know it, I'm still not feeling well. Maybe one day. All right, so we're gonna use Waverly Snow White paint, chalk paint, to paint this. And like I said, I am going to paint the whole thing. Did anyone do anything fun or nice? Hopefully I do not get paint on my new sweatshirt that I made last week. We inked this sweatshirt last week. So you can go back and watch the live. And this transfer, I saw that is low quantity and will not be reordering it. Also on the naughty list and loving it is also low quantity. The 3D Christmas trees are low quantity. A couple of the Peanuts transfers have already sold out. I do have some, and I'm gonna post those in my VIP group. But yeah, I cannot believe how fast some of them are selling out. They used to reorder some of the holiday ones, but they're just doing things differently now. You just got to camp and had lunch with a high school friend. How nice. Enjoy your time at camp. That sounds very nice and relaxing. All right, so obviously I'm giving this probably just one good coat of Waverly. We're gonna distress this whole thing. So I've had this for quite a while, but I'm assuming that the Dollar Tree probably, this was in the Dollar Tree Plus section, and I'm assuming that they probably still have it, but it's probably not $5 anymore. I mean, I know prices are going up everywhere, but it's just, it's crazy. It went up, I mean, went up to $1.25, and now it's like $1.75. Some things are $7, $10. Oh, it's your Halloween at camp, and then you're gonna close up for the winter. Well, I'm glad that you got to go one more time. So I know a lot of people have these kind of organizers, but I thought this would be cute, especially if you have kids, grandkids, maybe you're a teacher. This might be a cute idea to do in your classroom. Because you can, I don't know, count down to a vacation with the kiddos, or maybe if you get Christmas cards, you can, since this is a postcard, you can attach them, pin them to this, pin Christmas pictures to this. I don't know, I'm just trying to think outside the box. And when you've been doing this, I've been doing this since 2019, and I feel like my brain is fried. And of course, I've had a lot going on, but still, I feel like I can't come up with any more ideas anymore. Does anyone ever get like that? Like, I feel like I'm just completely out of ideas. And I don't know how to come up with new ideas anymore. I feel like I have done everything, and I don't know. All right, so we're just gonna continue to paint this. It's really actually easy. I wasn't gonna paint the cork board, but then I was like, no, I need to, because I don't want the brown cork board on there. I'm not gonna worry about the back for now. Thank you, I appreciate it. Sometimes I'm like, like I said, I really wanted to do a 3D sled out of MDF, but that just didn't happen. And probably by the time we can make one, it'll be sold out. That would be my luck, right? But this is definitely my favorite time of year to be crafting, for sure. And I cannot believe, I guess maybe because we've just been through so much since January. I can't believe that it is October. Like, I feel like we went from January, the end of January, to October in a blink, in like one day. And I feel like we lost months of our life. And it's just such a blur. Like, I can't even believe that we are so close to the holidays, let alone, like, I just can't believe it. But it is my favorite time of year. It's going to be a little different this year, for sure. But as long as my family's together, that is all that matters. And luckily, my children are all adults. So they are going to totally understand, like, hey, Christmas is going to look very different this year. The holidays are going to look very different, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're adults. They all have their own jobs. They all have their own careers. All right, so now we just need to paint, I just need to paint the top of this and then finish the cork board part of it. So wondering if you purchased any of the new transfers on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Wednesday, I think. What did you get? What was your number one that you had to have? It didn't have as much going on, and you did, and I feel the same. I know. I think just in general, as you get older, I just feel that it just goes so fast. I don't know. I know when you're little, it just seems like a day is forever, right? And now it's like, wait a minute, it was just the weekend. How is it the weekend again? And then I'm like, how has 10 months gone by and my husband still has not found a job? Like, how, like, I just think it's insane. No, Linda, I have not thought about that. You know, we haven't really even thought about it, talked about it. I don't know. It's like I sort of get upset when I think about it, so like I just don't think about it. I don't know. All right, almost done with this. Sorry, you guys. I hate making you guys watch tons of painting. But it's also cool to see the transformation. We're definitely gonna have to make sure this is super, super dry. All right. It doesn't have to be perfect. Today's keyword is postcard. If you want to check out the supplies, check out our club program, perks, check out anything on my husband's Etsy shop. Absolutely, I agree with that. And honestly, our kids do not need anything else, right? They might think they do, but they don't. Yeah. All right. All right, I think that is good for now. Let's dry this. And I'm probably, you guys are gonna see me wax because I'm really nervous about this corkboard part. I don't want my sticky transfer to pull up any of that paint on the corkboard. Luckily, I use Waverly. I say this all the time. I use Waverly chalk paint. It dries fast. So that is definitely one reason that I do like to use it. But I do need to be extra careful on this corkboard that it is completely dry. Because I'm afraid that because it's like really spongy, that it might look like it's dry, but it's really not. But we're gonna distress this. I would turn this on high, but I don't want, it would be super loud, so. But now is the time. If you have any questions about Etsy, Perks program, club, any of these DIY products, becoming a designer like myself, anything, now is the time to ask me since I can look at the screen. You got the sled and the welcome transfer. Awesome. I know I had to have the welcome one. I love it. And I love that bows are so in right now. Like everywhere you go, there are bow decor. Bows on sweatshirts, bows on dishes, bows on signs. Like there are bows everywhere. And Debbie is amazing. I have met her on trips, like we've earned trips, and my husband and I got to meet her in Barrie, and we got to eat dinner with her and her husband, and they are such amazing people. And she has sold over $7 million in these DIY products. And so that's why she got to create her own line. Anne, are you referring to the gingerbread houses? I love it. They are pretty amazing. Okay, so Linda, the mat that Debbie used and that I have seen a lot of people use are the ones from Home Depot. So I will see if I can find a picture online of the ones that people use, because they're really, I think it's called, is it pile? Is that what how you refer to it? It's super low. It's really tight, and it's like smooth, and so it's a lot easier to like chalk on or ink on. And so Home Depot is where they have gotten them from, and I think they're like $15 maybe, Linda, and they are just like they are in person as they are like, or online as they are. It's just, they are amazing. They are the same people that you see online, and they're so down to earth. They are so friendly, and they're pretty amazing. All right, I think hopefully, and yes, I know this month's club is so stinking cute. I love it. I love it. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. I hope. I think I'm gonna lightly wax this. Brenda, yes. Okay, so Brenda, yeah, I knew that they weren't very much. I think that's a very reasonable price. And I also think they have a couple different sizes too. Yay, Kim, your Peanuts transfers were delivered. I have a box that is missing. They shipped it, Chalk shipped it when they had, this is still a little wet right here, but it should be okay. I took advantage of the $5 shipping. Usually I don't. I usually do, what do you call it? Like 2 to 3 day mail. Because I tell you guys all the time, I don't really ever pay. I don't pay for my product usually. I use my free product credit. And so the money I would use, I spend on the shipping. Well, they had $5 shipping, so I didn't upgrade my shipping. And wouldn't you know it, that package is lost with the United States Postal Service. And so I have gotten 2 other shipments since then, and that one is still lost. It's so frustrating. All right, so I'm gonna take my Min Wax, paste finishing wax in clear, natural, and I'm going to, hopefully it doesn't really discolor this, I'm going to put it over top of this. One, it's gonna seal this in, because I don't want my sticky transfer to peel the paint off this cork board. I don't know how that's going to go. So hopefully this will help seal it in, but also it's gonna help my sticky transfer not peel any paint off and stick to the back of this. It is hard to get paint off the back of this. If chalk gets on the back of the sticky transfer, it's much easier to clean off. Paint, not so much. But also you don't ever want to stretch your transfer. If it's hard to pull off a surface, you can stretch that silk screen. You've only seen one size. I know I went and looked once before and I saw a couple. All right, so you always want to buff it on and then buff off all the extra. If there's too much left on there, it won't stick. All right, so you guys, you're not going to be proud of me. I grabbed Shimmer Crimson. I was going to do it in Shimmer Crimson, and then I put it back, and I grabbed, can you guys guess what I grabbed? What color? I'm going to grab my distressing ink really quick, and we're going to distress, actually I'll wait and distress it at the end. Yes, I've had quite a few when it's with the Postal Service. Yes, And that's one reason I don't like to use the Postal Service. All right, I was gonna use color, but then I decided I'm not gonna use color. So, yes, Linda, I wanted to use color just for you, but I couldn't do it. So we're gonna use Nominee. All right, so I'm gonna fuzz this because I have not used it. And you always wanna keep this, put it on, you're gonna store it on the white side, not the yellow. We're gonna use Nominee on here. And you wanna dull that stick. These are very sticky. If you don't dull the stick, what happens? This is silk screen right here. It's not completely cut out. You can, no, hey, you can, hey, Tucker, stop. You can stretch that. And so you don't want to stretch that. And so this is why you fuzz it, because if you go to pull it off a surface and it's super sticky, you can stretch that. Hey, stop. It's okay. Stop. Go lay down. Nobody's there, I don't think. All right. I don't know what he thought he heard, but I don't think anybody is there. Oh, actually, he did hear someone. So our mailman came today. I was inside. Chris was in the garage doing his eBay shipping, and the mailman came. It wasn't our normal one, and they didn't take our mail. They didn't take our packages. And so he called the post office and said, hey, they didn't come to pick up our packages. And so I think they just did, but he ended up taking them. So I think that's what he was barking at. And it's so, that was the Postal Service. That's another reason I don't like dealing with the Postal Service. We have had so many issues with them. All right. Let's see how this goes. So I'm going to put this on here. And this is gonna fit basically, I'm gonna stick it all the way to the top. But if I was the mailman and I got called back, this was actually, whenever our mailman is on his day off and we have a replacement, this happens, but it's always the same person. She doesn't like to get our packages for whatever reason. Like, I would have just went to the door and been like, hey, where's your packages? But she didn't. Like, how did she know that we didn't bring them inside? All right, so I'm gonna make sure this is all stuck down really good. I don't know, there's some people that really like their job. They love what they do, and our regular postman is one of them. He loves what he does. We've given him gift cards. But then the people that fill in when he's not here, they do not like their job. And it's sad. Linda, I can't see all of that. But yeah, we've had a few that are just not very good. But this, our regular guy is. All right, Nominee, and I'm gonna need to order more because we're down to the bottom. All right. So we're just gonna cover all of this with this beautiful metallic gold chalk paste. And we're gonna pray. I have chalked on corkboard before, but I have not chalked on painted corkboard. So we're gonna see, hopefully this works. And we're gonna distress the whole little, I don't know what you wanna call this, the little, I forget what it was called, the little holder itself. It is like really soaking up the paste for sure. You guys can see I did not put any more paste on here. I'm just picking it up. I'm squeegeeing it off other areas, picking it up and reusing it. That is how much paste goes a long way. And hopefully this turned out. All right, my favorite part, and I still have a whole bunch on there. My favorite part, the peel and reveal. I'm gonna go really slow because I don't wanna peel up any paint. I did wax though. So those of you that say I should wax, I did wax today because I did not wanna peel up any paint because I wanted to make sure the back was solid. Look how pretty. It's so pretty. Thanks, Pat. I made this one last week. I am getting a little toasty though. All right, so we're gonna dry this. I have some, we're gonna distress the outside of it a little bit, and then I have some bells. So look at how pretty that turned out. I think it is so pretty. Let's dry it. We're gonna distress it a little bit. And then I have these little bells. These are from Walmart. I did grab them the other day. I was gonna use them on that wreath, but then I grabbed those bells instead. And I'm gonna use my nominee to distress this. Your weather is amazing today, so was ours. What was your temperature today? I think our temperature was right around 70. It's a little chillier right now. It's not chilly. It's not chilly, but it's probably... Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
It is not 75.
It's a low of 46 degrees. By the way,
It says it's 75. No, Alexa, turn off. She's saying it's 75, but it did not feel like it was 75. It felt like it was like 68. I don't know. Anyway, it was cool. So I put on my sweatshirt and there was a little breeze. Maybe because there was a breeze and there's no humidity. The humidity doesn't feel really high today. So maybe that's why I thought it was lower. Oh, that's right. Why do I always forget that? So yeah, it is so nice here. Oh, Chris, hi, 72. Well, Alexa just said 75, and she said it's gonna be in the 40s tonight. 87, oh gosh, no. Like, it is October. It needs to be fall weather. All right, we are gonna distress this with Nominee. So it had these little brackets on here from the dollar store. I just decided to paint them over because, yeah. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna dry brush some, I'm gonna dry brush some of this on here. Ooh, in Arizona. So our oldest went to Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, and then she actually was gonna live there. She had a job there, had an apartment. She hadn't started her teaching job, but she was gonna be a teacher there, and then we had her move. She moved here with us. Is that what you got?
You didn't give me an answer.
I do not want rotisserie chicken for dinner. always have chicken. 99 in Arizona. Ugh. I know we lived in Nevada. All right, gonna dry brush. So I put some on and then I took some off, and then we are gonna dry brush, oh yeah, right over this. We lived in Nevada, in Las Vegas actually, right after we were first married and when our oldest was born, and then in 2000.
That's what I got you.
Pizza, much better. Thanks.
Or ribs.
Ribs? Nah, they're messy. You're distracting me.
The last one, not least.
Oh, you guys, look at this. Look at what he got. Just, you know, so my stomach can't heal. Cookie dough brownies. Best served warm. Look at this. Cookie dough brownies. I think he's trying to get brownie points. And that's why my tummy can't heal. Your son lives in Phoenix. Brenda, I was so scared when we dropped our daughter off at Grand Canyon University. The campus is amazing, but right outside the campus was not, and I was like crying. I was so scared to leave her. Brenda, so do we, and it is so hard. Like, the only thing I had in the freezer was frozen chicken. So what did he bring home from Sam's? Chicken. He brought rotisserie chicken, but he did get a little pizza, a little take and bake pizza. All right, so you guys, look at how pretty that distressing is dry brushing with, especially over the little hardware pieces. All right, I'm just gonna go up the side of this. Oh, I have to tell you guys this story. I think it is so funny. Kim, yes, and he knows that, well, obviously I've only been eating like soup for like a week, it feels like. And I thought I was doing better, but then this afternoon my stomach, did I even eat anything today? I had a bagel with cream cheese. I thought that's sort of bland, but, what was it? Oh, I wanted to tell you guys this funny story. So my daughter, you guys know they got this little kitten, right? And so she's like 8 weeks old. And, so the other day she sent me a picture, and the kitten is watching, a fish, like I don't know. The kitten was watching an iPad, and it was like a fish on an iPad. And she's like, look, we're raising an iPad baby. And it was the kitten with an iPad. And I thought it was hilarious because you know how like parents stick the iPad or a device in front of their kiddos. And she's like, our baby is an iPad kiddo. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, but the kitten watches the iPad and tries to bat at like the fish. And I thought that was funny. But she's a crazy little kitten. She likes to climb things, and yeah. Okay, so look at that. I think that's so pretty. So we dry brush that. I am not going to dry brush like any of that. Just going to leave that. I think it's funny because when my kids were little, they had the VCR. Like, there were no devices. Like, yeah, they didn't have anything. I just think it is so, I'm looking for my scissors and they're right there. I remember my oldest, I potty trained her to Veggie Tales, and I remember she knew how to put the video in the VCR. She knew how to like run the VCR. So I guess that's probably equivalent to today's like iPad kids, right? So maybe I wasn't such a good mom. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna just attach these bells to the corner. I thought that would be pretty, just to like hang them off the corner. But then I thought the idea here is this is like a cork board. So your holiday little snapshots, pictures, holiday cards. Obviously, this is not very big. It is small. Little recipes you can pin on here. Or if you don't want to, it is just a pretty decor stand to put on your counter, wherever. Put your little trinkets in there or whatever. Just something a little bit different than just a sign. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And then of course, just some bells over here just to add a little something extra to it, but just something a little different out of the box. Came from Dollar Tree Plus. Like I said, I've had it in my stash in the garage probably for like a year or two. So it's probably not $5 anymore. It's probably like a $7 item at the Dollar Tree now, but it's still a really cute idea. I think something different. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday night. I know it's probably dinner time for most of you, but I was like, nobody's here. It's a perfect time for me to go live. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.